Now, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has touched down in the United Kingdom. And this is not just another overseas trip by a Nigerian leader. This is a full state visit, the highest level of diplomatic honor one country can offer another. And the last time Nigeria received this kind of treatment from Britain was all the way back in 1989. That is 37 years ago. Most of the young Nigerians watching this video were not even born yet. The visit that is happening this week at Windsor Castle is historic in every sense of the word, and we are going to break down everything that is going on, what it means for Nigeria, and why you should care. So here is how it all started. President Tinubu and First Lady Oluremi Tinubu boarded their presidential jet, an Airbus A330, and departed Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja at about 10 a.m. on Tuesday, March 17. He was given a proper send-off at the airport, with the President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, the FCT Minister, Nyesom Wike, Chief of Staff, Femi Gabajamila, and a long list of top government officials all there to see him off. His delegation traveling with him is also packed with heavy hitters: the Attorney General, Lateef Fagbemi, the Minister of Finance, Wale Idun, the Minister of Defense, General Christopher Musa, the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, and even Bianca Ojukwu as Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, among many others. This is not a small trip. Nigeria sent its A-team. Now, when he arrived in the UK, the ceremonial welcome was something to behold. President Tinubu was formally received by Prince William and Princess Catherine on Datchet Road, right outside Windsor Castle, with the national anthems of both Nigeria and the United Kingdom played in full, followed by a guard of honor inspection. This is the kind of reception that kings and heads of state dream of. And speaking of kings, King Charles III and Queen Camilla are the official hosts of this entire visit, welcoming President Tinubu and the First Lady at Windsor Castle from March 18th to March 19th. Now, here is something that makes this visit even more special. All four previous Nigerian leaders who made state visits to Britain were hosted at Buckingham Palace. President Tinubu is the very first Nigerian head of state to be hosted at Windsor Castle. That alone is history right there. But this visit is not just about grand ceremonies and handshakes. There is real business being done on this trip. President Tinubu held a bilateral meeting with UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer at 10 Downing Street, and that meeting went very deep. Both countries are expected to sign several memoranda of understanding covering trade, investment, defense, and cultural cooperation. But perhaps the most concrete deal coming out of this visit is a massive financing agreement worth £746 million. That is over 700 billion naira in today's exchange rate, between UK Export Finance, the Nigerian Port Authority, and the Federal Ministry of Finance. This money is going towards the refurbishment of two of Nigeria's biggest port facilities, the Lagos Port Complex in Apapa and the Tin Can Island Port Complex. If you have ever heard Nigerians complain about the terrible state of our ports and how much money the country loses because of poor port infrastructure, this deal is directly addressing that. This is the kind of foreign investment that has real, visible impact on the ground. Beyond the ports deal, President Tinubu also had private discussions with King Charles, and the two leaders met with organizations working in interfaith dialogue, both locally and internationally. The King and the President also attended a special exhibition of items from the royal collection that are related to Nigeria, a moment that carries cultural and historic weight, given how deeply the histories of both countries are connected. And then there is the Nigerian Modernism exhibition, which President Tinubu attended as the guest of honor, showcasing Nigerian art and culture to a British audience. It is one thing to sign trade deals. It is another thing entirely to show the world the depth and richness of who Nigerians are as a people. That matters too. Now, before the formal visit even began, King Charles did something that a lot of people found surprisingly warm. He hosted members of the Nigerian diaspora community in the United Kingdom at a private reception, and this was before Tinubu even landed. The menu? Jollof rice. The entertainment? Live music by Dele Sosimi and the Afrobeats Orchestra. The royal family shared about it on their official social media page and described the evening as wonderful, thanking everyone who joined them. Can you imagine that? Jollof rice and Afrobeats inside a royal venue in England. Nigeria is truly touching the world in every direction, and the Nigerian diaspora, which numbers over 270,000 people born in Nigeria and living in the UK, is a major reason for that. Analysts describe the Nigerian diaspora as a cultural bridge, an economic engine of remittances, and a source of soft power